So, what is modal verb? Modal verb is a type of auxiliary verb that is used to express modality, such as expressing likelihood, ability, permission, capacity, suggestion, order, and obligation.
So generally, we use modal verbs to express probability, ability, permission, request, offers and invitation, and suggestion, and obligation. So the first use of modal verbs is to express probability. So probability is divided into three uses that are possibility, impossibility, and certainty. Now, to express possibility, that something that is possible but not certain, we use may, might, could, and can modal verbs. To express impossibility, we use can't. Now, impossibility is just the opposite of possibility. And to express certainty, we use the modal verb must and should. Now, something is certain, that is something is certain. For ability, we use can, could, and its negative form. For permission, we use the modal verb can, and this includes giving permission and refusing request for permission. We also use modal verbs for requesting request. For these uses, we use can and will. To offer, we use the modal verb can, shall, could. To invite, we use the modal verb would. In here, to invite, we use the whole sentence, would you like? The last use of modal verb is to suggest something. For this, should, shouldn't, and couldn't, and its negative form is used. To say something is an obligation or a prohibition, we use must and mustn't. To talk about obligation and prohibition, that in the past, that is not an obligation now, we use had, to, and couldn't.
Modal verbs in English. 1. Will. The usage of will are to express future time as a hope or a wish, as a polite question. Example, he will go to the party tonight. I will move abroad in the future. Will you come to my sleepover? Would. The usage of would are for as a polite request and as a desires. Example, would you please make me some juice? I feel so tired after school. I would like to take a nap. Can. The usage of can are for state ability and possibility, asking for permission and also as a suggestion. Example, she can bake you some cookies. Can I take those novels on the trip? You can eat these cakes if you want. The usage of could are for as past ability, as a polite question, and also as a suggestion. Example, well, he could walk now after the accident he can. Could you please help me?
The usage of may is for asking permission as a hope or a wish, and for state possibility. For example, may I take that coffee for later? May you have a good week. They may come at 6 p.m.
The usage of might is for state possibility. Example, he might be able to meet you in Berlin next week. The usage of shall are for as a help order, state a promise, and also as a confirmation. Example, I shall help you if you run into trouble. Shall I take you to the bus stop, sir? You shall pass. The usage of should are for state an uncertain prediction, to express the right thing to do as a recommendation. Example, well, it should work, I guess. You should cut these vegetables first before you cook it. I feel sick, I should go to the hospital. The usage of must are for as a prohibition, negative, and state obligation. Example, you must not go to the meeting room when you're late. She must finish this assignment as soon as possible. And the last, ought to. The usage of ought to is used in the same manner as should. Should is more frequently used. It sounds more poetic, and nowadays it is really rarely used. Example, she ought to be more prettier tonight.
So, how can we use modal verbs in sentences? There are three types of structure to use modal verbs in sentences. The first one is positive structure. The structure of this type is subject plus modal verb plus verb 1. For example, I can't work now. I will go to school. You should wait. The second one is negative structure. The structure of this type is subject plus modal verb plus not plus verb 1. For example, I can't work now. I will not talk. She shouldn't do anything. And the last structure is interrogative structure. The structure of this type is modal verb plus subject or object plus verb 1. For example, may I eat? Can I go home now? Should I dig in?